We got Blake Griffin and the Clips on deck tonight. Going up against him, you almost just hope you don't end up on a poster. But I've never been one to just get out the way. I'm ready to step up, no matter the consequences. Gotta earn my stripes sometime, you know? Here we go.
Everyone in their seats here. The Celtics on the home court. So for the Celtics, their last game a win against the Bucks in Milwaukee. And I don't think I was the only one surprised, not just by their win, but guys, by what an emphatic win it was.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really...
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far.
And really, the last few seasons, the Clippers have been one of the most consistently strong teams in the league. A far cry from when they were a bottom feeder back in the day. They have become one of the premier franchises in the NBA.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
It's Redick on the wing. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Redick's got 5 now.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Turner dishes to Sullinger. Redick with the rebound.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Griffin kicks to Paul. The tray. No good. And it's Boston the other way. Turner passes to Freak. Takes a shot at the elbow. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Yeah, they were in a funk from the field in that game. Credit the defense, though, because even when they got open looks, no rhythm to knock them down.
Hey, guys. Hey, every team has a night like that on occasion. It happens. Hey, we call them gong games. You just want to hit the gong, forget about them, and move on.
Clippers leading by 3. Paul outside. Pierce with a wide open look. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Here's Thomas. He had 13 points in the win against Milwaukee. He feeds it to Freak. Here's the 3, and he gets it to go. Freak's got his first 3 points of the game.
A lot of times in the first quarter, it will dictate how big a role a player has later on.
Jordan the screen. Pierce kicks to Jordan. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Well, last year, Tyler Zeller both started and came off the bench, showed he could be an effective player, even when playing heavy minutes.
Yeah, if you look at the games that he played as a starter, he increased his usage, and it didn't bother his production at all.
And a wide open look for Freak. And it's off from three-point range. Los Angeles leading by 7. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Guys, I caught up with Doc Rivers for a minute. He told me it's a fun challenge trying to slow down a team that's so cagey and opportunistic offensively. He said, of course we've done our scouting, but this is the first time we've seen them firsthand this season. So it'll be interesting to see if we can take them out of their sets and slow them down at that end. Guys, they'll have to be solid defensively. Back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. I think the message Coach has delivered is well-focused, guys.
Yeah, straight to the point there. I mean, defend their shooters with every ounce of energy they can muster.
And I wouldn't be surprised to see Coach go deep into his bench tonight because of that. They're going to be expending a ton of energy on defense, and he's going to need everybody to be ready to play. And for Zeller last season, his numbers were the same or better as a starter. His scoring picked up a touch. Still had a great field goal percentage, too, so really solid production in his first couple of years.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. David Lee checked in for Tyler Zeller. Johnson comes in for Jared Sullinger. Crowder, he's checked in for Turner. And Smart subbed in for Thomas.
And I think the big thing for Zeller was in the league. He knows he'll be an energy guy who has to make the most of his touches. And to his credit, he is nothing but a positive force on the floor.
Now here's Freak. 8 points his last outing. That's good. 1:37 left in the first. Rivers kicks to Smith. Now Reddick. He's got 10. He dishes it to Crawford. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Reddick. Defense is right there. No good there off the double clutch.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
No, it always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Clippers leading by 7. Wants to get it to Crawford and does. Finished off the break. Crawford's got his first 2 points of the night.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness. That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
Rivers dishes to Smith. Launches a 3. And Rivers with the basket on the assist by Crawford. Rivers has got his first 3 points of the game. Freak with it. He's got 8. Johnson the screen. Freak passes to Johnson. Out to the right wing. Crowder tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Clippers have gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. And here's Crawford. 20 points for him last game against Philadelphia. Tips it up. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Jordan's got his second bucket of the night.
It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the defense, and I think they've got to try to put this one away early.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Clippers ahead. They're up by 11. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Transitioning from college to the pros can be a challenge for many players. Here's what Freak had to say about adjusting his game to the NBA.
The biggest difference is endurance, both mentally and physically. The college season is what, 30, 40 games max? That's not even halfway through an NBA season. Plus, you're playing against the best talent every night. I'm just trying to put in work, get in the gym, study film, and prepare myself for each and every game.
Good points, Clark. What role do coaches play in helping young players like that adjust to the long NBA schedule?
Well, you know, Kevin, they're going to give their teams the best chance to win no matter what the circumstance is. If that means playing young guys.
Freak, he's in at point guard. Johnson is out there with Zeller. Then there's Smart, and it's Turner in at the 3. That's the Boston 5. Nobody near Stevenson. And a miss there on the triple. Celtics trail by 13. Pass to Zeller. Plenty of space. And he hits the jumper for two. Zeller's got his first basket.
Boy, Doc Rivers keeps on leading his teams to successful seasons. A former coach of the year rarely has a season where his team doesn't meet expectations.
And the shot is good. Pierce has got the lead up to 13 now for the Clippers. Boston's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Bucks played really well. He finished with 8 points, and there didn't seem to be much you could do to stop him, shooting efficiently from both the field and the foul line. He was just too much to handle as he came off the bench to turn in a great outing, guys. They hope it continues.
And Doris, thank you so much. He couldn't have been much better in that game, could he, GM?
Not at all. He was great. I mean, that's for sure. If he wasn't at his best, he was awfully close.
Guys, he came to compete and win. Let's hope he's got that same attitude, that same energy, that same swag here tonight.
And Turner kicks to Freak. Picked by Zeller. Off the screen. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Celtics have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
Free at the line with one shot.
And what a tremendous game for Freak. He's got 13 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
And he gets it to go.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Johnson right side. Outside Turner. Picked by Zeller. Deflects the pass and stolen by Jordan. Goes up. Here's Stevenson and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
That's his first personal foul.
And Lance Stevenson really couldn't find minutes in Charlotte last season. Ended up sitting out a lot of games as a DNP CD. Not the start he wanted with the new team.
Shooting two. Shooting two.
And the first one at the line is good. And for Stevenson, to his credit, he took the benching in stride. He knew he just wasn't a good fit at times.
Yeah, and his coach, Steve Clifford, was upfront about it, and I thought did a nice job handling that. Clifford said he wanted Steve.
He's deciding to change it up. But Clippers lead by 15. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, Kevin, I'm here with Paul Pierce. And Paul, a nice first half coming off a tough loss last game. What do you think has been the biggest change in how this team is executing?
I think we're just moving the ball and playing much more relaxed, I think. We're not turning it over as much. We're getting stops, and we're able to run.
Paul, thank you. Kevin, back to you at the table.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half.
All right, I want everyone's eyes up here. There are a few clear lessons we should have learned from that first half. We need to stay tight on their shooters. They've had too much space. Let's get up in their jerseys and defend. I know I saw the frustration coming to the surface when we got to the half, but let's keep the focus sharp. And don't worry too much about our tempo this half. We'll take what the defense gives us, whether it's on the break or on the half-court set. I'll end it with this. Did you see their smiles as they were headed to the locker room? They think they got this game won. I don't know about you, but I'm not ready to concede just yet.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Nice game. Great performance. Paul Crawford, he's checked in for the Clippers. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Redick and Crawford, the sharpshooters outside. And it's Paul in at the point. Crawford dishes to Redick. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Just 5 to shoot. Crawford drives in, and he gets it to go.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Los Angeles.
Clark, the bench gave him a big lift in this game.
Yeah, you always like to see that, Kevin, when your reserves can perform and help you pull out.
Mark their 38th W on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
Yeah, and Greg, when it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
Just a quality win, and you look at the box score and some really good numbers for DeAndre Jordan. And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with a fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds.
Freak passes to Sullinger. Dishes it to Crowder. Griffin with the steal. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, exactly. They got to be happy with the outcome here.
Elated, you're right. Paul outside. So the Clippers winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Blake, it looked like you guys came out with a very defensive-minded approach, trying to limit their looks and keeping a hand up at all times.
Yeah, I mean, everybody came out and did a great job, and we're contesting shots, which forces them to miss more shots. And make sure we had a hand in their face, and then we got rebounds and got them open court and hit shots.
Thanks for your time, Blake. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. And now the award-winning Ernie Johnson will take it from here. We'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, DeAndre Jordan.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
I said for a long time that DeAndre Jordan should be getting a lot more credit, and tonight we saw why. He is capable of completely controlling the paint in any game.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
As I was saying, got a real big problem, all this kitty stuff. The evil twins, CC and Dom, got you doing Vet, what was that word he was using?
Rebrand?
No. Recalibrate. All this stuff they got you doing to recalibrate your image is cost you in the hood, fam. Yo, the streets is watching, and they're not convinced.
Vic, how many times do I have to tell you? The streets ain't always right.
Nah. It's always good in the hood. Let's not forget, I am a student of human nature. All right, take your man here. He's playing this here video game is to not address the reason why his brand Jordan sneakers are sitting on store shelves collecting dust.
Ooh.
Okay, what are your suggestions, Victor?
He wants you to rob a bodega. I'm sorry.
Look, man, I'm not talking about some focus group, all right? I'm talking about the hood. They don't trust you no more. They see you coming to the arenas wearing them tight pants y'all ballers be wearing. Your high water ankles be showing. Your pants is just so tight, man. Your ankles be choking. Air it out some. People don't see themselves in you anymore. Look at me. People don't recognize themselves in who you are. Okay, you want to recalibrate? Fine, B, go ahead. But recalibrate back to Harlem. Remind these fools where you from. Represent. You know what I'm saying? Like, where's that Jesus piece you used to rock? That Shuttlesworth.
With them fake chains we used to wear.
Yo, but that's my point. Yo, let me get you some nice jewels, huh? Make you flossy. Get you a new whip, something that the hood will love. Let's remind these fools that you the Harlem Renaissance up in this piece. Get a club, I don't know, something. Just throw your weight around, man.
I mean, at least get me some, too.
Yeah, and get some nice free vet, too.
Nah, but for real, in all seriousness. You think it's that bad?
Yo. Cats be laughing at your corny commercials, B.
Come on.
But that's what I'm saying. Yo, we could change all that. Hey, now, I know CC's your manager and all, but everywhere she leads, you can't always follow. Now, I'm not trying to catch no charge, but CC got people out here laughing at you, fam. Now, just let me take care of everything. You the CEO, I'm the CFO, Chief Flossing Officer. You hit me with that bread, and I got you.
CC.
How y'all doing?
What up, CC?
Freak, can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah, what up?
In private?
CC, go ahead.
Okay, well, I thought we were supposed to be having a private meeting today to discuss business.
CC, what you think we're doing?
Am I talking to you? You know what? Y'all ain't talking business. Y'all talking nonsense.
We were actually discussing the questionable nature of the promotional strategy that you and Dom have employed on Freak's behalf. Now, it doesn't necessarily resonate with his core fan base, primarily due to the fact that it negates the legitimacy of his personal background and history in favor of reaching a larger, primarily more disinterested demographic that would prefer to judge Freak's past as opposed to appreciate it.
Yo, what Yvette said, 4 times 25, 100.
Oh, so now you know your times tables. Yvette, occasionally proving that you're articulate doesn't mean you have business acumen. Beyond, of course, your clear mastery of basic arithmetic. We all know you can add up how much Freak makes.
Okay, Cece, that's enough.
No, you know what, Cece? You're absolutely
Anywho,
right.
Freak,
And speaking of basic arithmetic, how much of Freak's money do you take?
Okay, what did I just say about Team
A
Freak?
manager?
What did I
Is that
just
what
say
you are?
about
No,
Team
the
Freak?
only members of Team
Good.
Freak in here are me and you.
Oh, you know what, Cece? This isn't the womb, okay? It's not just you and Freak.
Speaking of, how's that going for you?
Hey, come on.
Oh, snap.
You gonna let her talk to me like that, really?
It's
You need to check
way
her
too
now.
cold in. I ain't even
check
talking
her
about
now.
Gorilla.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm out.
You know what? I think
I'm
I'll
out.
join you.
No, darlings, please. Please, have a seat. I would just love to hear what you all were just discussing. Better yet, let me guess. Hey, yo, I'm saying, dude, what you need to do is hit up these parties. Yeah, you need to show these fools how you still have mad love for the hood. Get you some flossy jewels. Make sure every time they see you whistling the new whip. Better yet, let's get us a dealership or a club or something. Never mind that house you promised your twin sister you promised you get for your parents who are still in the projects where you left them.
Yo, that's not fair. I ain't leaving my ass.
Hey,
and you know I'll never leave our parents in projects.
Thing, fam. I'll take care of everything. All you gotta do is break me off with that bread. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Wow. You know, what, Cece? I don't know what's going on with you tonight, but I think it's best you go home. We will continue our meeting here.
You asking me to leave?
Yes.
Hey, yo, freak. It's all good, man. As a matter of fact, CC, I know you don't like me. You never have. I don't know what I ever did to you. But at this point, does it really matter anymore? Look, I just want you to know that I'm really sorry. But whatever it was, I can honestly say it was not intentional. All right? Hey, freak. Think about what I said earlier, man. I ain't trying to catch no charge. Vet, you ready?
Let's bounce.
Cece. Okay, you know I love you more than life itself.
Then how come you always put them before me? I don't put anyone above you, not even myself.
You sure about that, Cece? What would you just call all this? I mean, you come in here blowing up my spot and you insult my brother?
He's not our brother.
You disrespect my woman.
Just trying to protect you.
From who? From the likes of you? But you don't think I realize that I have vultures and blood-sucking leeches in my life? Don't think I realize that you're one of them?
Bloodsucker?
Yeah, but you know what? That's what I think the problem is. It's because you realize you're no better than them and you're ashamed. But in fact, you're worse because we share the same blood. And just because they don't have the same blood running through their veins as us, doesn't mean that they don't love me. Yeah, their love might be flawed, but it's true. What you need to understand is I don't need you to protect me anymore. I don't mind the people closest to me leeching off me. Yes, you do leech off me, and I leech off you too. You love business and you love me. I use that. Vic? Vic? You know he don't mind running these streets. He's my connection to things I don't want to deal with anymore, so I let him do him. I take care of him, and in return, he looks out for me in places you know you can't. And as much as you don't want to hear this, Yvette, she is the eye of the storm in my life right now. She is my only calm. She's my peace, my shelter. I use these people and they use me. I just don't call it that, Cece. I don't call what you do using me. I call what you do caring for me. Forgive yourself and forgive them for using the resources at their disposal to get what they need. And what you need to learn to do is just trust me. Okay, I've always had a good judge of character, even before I was born. Remember? Because I chose to come in this world with you. That's right. It was me and you in the womb just kicking it. Right? Right?
I was born first.
Yeah, you were. Swish.
Some people say you just a hanger-on, that you're a leech. Why is that the word?
Because people just don't know,
They
yo.
be hating?
They be hating. They hating on my game. They hating on our friendship. See, FOF, friend of freak. See, nobody got that like I do. And everybody else wants that. Who doesn't? But that's my boy. I'm in that spot. That is my lane, and everybody else just got to make way for that, you know?
That's him, but who are you?
Nah, man, I got my own life, you know? People think I'm just sitting back and riding on him, but that's not the case, yo. I got dreams. I got dreams, yo. See, my boy knows, right? There's two ways that I could do this. I could do it a legit way, or I could do it the crooked way. And I'm really, really, really trying not to do it the crooked way, but Freak can't help me do that.
He can put you on?
Maybe. You got to do what you got to do when you need to do it to get ahead.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I do, and I'm just really good at it. What can I say? I get by, day by day, step by step.
We got James Harden and that beard of his. Look, this guy's relentless. We know he's going to attack the basket all night long. So I'm going to make it my personal mission to keep that from happening. As long as we keep jumping those passing lanes, we can give them a run for their money. I know I'll be ready.
It's game time in Boston as the crowds look to cheer on the Celtics. Today's game marks the continuation of Houston's road schedule and an excellent win-loss record, just 2 games off the lead.
And seeing where the Rockets are, they've remained right there kind of in the middle of the playoff race, but we're so used to seeing this team be at the top of the heap. They have to be a little bit disappointed.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Stolen by Beverly. Outside, Jones. And he's good on the 3-ball. Jones has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Boston's gone just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. For Terrence Jones, Clark, a very scary episode to begin last season. He suffered from a rare nerve damage to his left leg.
Yeah, he wondered if he'd be able to play again after missing 3 months. He finally got back out on the court. Good for him, because I enjoy watching him play.
Back to Beverly. Harden outside from deep. Offensive rebound. Jones lays it up and banks it in. Jones has got 5 now.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
And that one's good. Beverly.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Johnson kicks to Smart. Stolen by Harden. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. That's good. Harden's got his second basket of the game. And, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Rockets?
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
And Beverly kicks to Harden. Back to Beverly. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. And a moment here to highlight some of the best and brightest from beyond the stripe. Freak number 1.
He is as automatic as they come from behind the arc. And that shooting ability makes him an option every trip down the floor.
Well, it was the Boston Celtics, their last game, a loss to Memphis.
And I know that's a game they'd like to forget. Sort of a tough day for them all the way around.
I don't see any reason they won't be able to rebound from it quickly, though. Quite honestly, I think this is a resilient squad, and they'll bounce back quickly.
There's the 3. No good. And Houston the other way now. Last time they met in Houston.
Yeah, and what a gut wrencher it was for them last time they met. Ended up on the losing side in that one.
And, Greg, typically there's one statistic that jumps out at you when you're looking at what decided the game. And in that one, it was all about the rebounding battle.
Johnson, the pass to Freak. Off target from three-point range. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Rockets on top. They're up by 9. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And earlier, we heard from Dwight Howard, and it's very clear how much he appreciates his head coach, Kevin McHale.
It's been great since day one. You know, it's been amazing. After games, he's always sending me messages before games, you know, just telling me, you know, what he did to make himself better. You know, so I've just been trying to do those things.
What a difference a change of location makes, especially when the guy that's helping you along the way really send a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. Houston with a big group substitution here. Terrence Jones is checked in for Howard. Brewer comes in for Monty Eunice. James Harden, he's checked in for Marcus Thornton. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Ty Lawson. So on the floor for Houston, Beverly and Harden, they're the backcourt. Trevor Ariza out there with Terrence Jones. And it's Brewer in at small forward.
And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars the past few years. They have remained competitive, but you wonder what could have been if they landed or kept some of those big names.
And a chance here to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Grizzlies made some major contributions. He had 11 points and was on the mark from deep, draining several threes. He was just too much to handle as he came off the bench to turn in a great outing, guys. They hope it continues.
Doris, thank you. Well, guys, you know, he made play after play in that game.
You know, let's see if he can keep it going tonight. I say he does. I'll bet he goes off again.
That's a pretty bold prediction there. I mean, he's going to have to be very, very strong to even come close to dittoing that performance.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
And with the Rockets, it's no secret that they take a very analytical approach to team building. Greg, you and I have talked about that. And Clark, you know, you wonder if that hurts them in free agency.
Well, you know, when your front office makes no qualms about viewing players as simply just assets, it can be a hard sell to a free agent.
He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. 6 points for Johnson.
Still trailing, but their offense is off life support here in the second quarter. It's got a pulse.
Good point, Clark. They're starting to make some shots, looking to try and get back in this one.
Use that pick to get in close. Beverly's got 5 points in the quarter.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Johnson the screen. Here's Freak. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Freak.
This is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line right here.
And both free throws good from Freak. 24 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Beverly. He's got 11. Feeds to Harden. And Houston again with the bucket.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Now Freak Steps back and shoots. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Freaks got 7 now in this quarter.
Sometimes that step-back move gives you just enough time and space to gather yourself for a good release.
That'll do it for the first half. Rockets lead by 7. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, David, how would you assess the first half of play, and what's going to be the area of focus as you head into the second half?
Well, we weren't shooting the ball well in the first couple minutes. I thought our energy was a little slow, but then we picked it up. Defense, rebounding, and sharing the ball on offense. We do those 3 things, we're going to be okay.
David, you sound like a coach. Guys, over to you at the table.
Thank you for the great interview, Doris. We'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Okay, let's get it together, guys. We're not that far out of it, and it's not going to take much to get this building going again. Listen up. We've got to keep a much tighter handle on the basketball. That part's obvious. I don't want to go over how many possessions we wasted with dumb turnovers in that half. I will point out that all the steals we got in that half as something we can build on. We pestered them with our D. That was great. Okay, in terms of pace, let's keep things moderate next half. Turning this game into a track meet might hurt us more than it will help us. We can get back into this game in a heartbeat. It's only going to take a minute to get on a run and chop that lead down. But I don't want us to wait around. Let's do it fast.
The second half just about to get going here.
Really an extraordinary game for Thornton. 12 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
New group in for the Celtics. Johnson, he's checked in for Zellinger. Jay Crowder comes in for Evan Turner. Marcus Smart's checked in for Avery Bradley. And Freak subbed in for Thomas. The Rockets also changing it up. Monty Eunice is checked in for Jones. Brewer comes in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Ty Lawson. Freak in at point guard. Amir Johnson is out there with Jay Crowder. Then there's Smart. And it's Zeller in at the 5 down low. That's the Boston 5. And watching Jay Crowder, he can really beast you up, Greg, and take you out of your game. One of the most physical wings, I think, in the NBA.
And not the most flexible athlete, but he makes up for that with that strength that you mentioned. It allows him to control the pace. I mean, he's a bumper and a grinder and hitting a big 3 out of nowhere. So he's what we call a true gamer.
Here's Harden. Rebounded by Smart.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And here's a check of the 2K leaderboard and the top rebounding shooting guards of the past 10 games. James Harden, number 1.
And a 2-guard who's as prolific a rebounder as he is a rare breed in the NBA. You usually don't expect it from an off guard, but he's a big contributor on the glass.
And it's not just the athleticism, Greg, but it's his knack for playing in the post. He understands angles and how to get position down there. I mean, he really looks comfortable in the paint. As a matter of fact, he looks as comfortable in the paint as he does on the perimeter.
First one falls for him. Jones checked in for Houston. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Rockets leading by 14. And here's Beverly. 11 points in the game. The dish to Harden. Poked away, tries to keep it alive. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Zeller.
Shape up. Shape up.
Here's Jones. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
And for Terrence Jones, there's a quiet excitement surrounding him in personnel circles. Last season, he was a much better rim protector, way up in blocks, and his three-point percentage was up as well. So those are the kinds of year 3 improvements that talent evaluators are always looking for, especially when you come into the league as an underclassman.
Boston making a switch here. Lee's checked in, and so Jones nails both of them. Well, looking at Terrence Jones, he really has that complete game. His ability to make a play at the rim, hit 35% of his threes. He's a multi-dimensional threat. Long player, well-schooled, falls in line, I think, very well with any good team. In this particular case, with one of the playoff teams in the West.
Yeah, he's one of the more efficient players in the league, over 53% his first 3 seasons. So defenses might want to choose to ignore somebody else.
Smart kicks to Crowder. Screen by Lee, and a wide-open look for Freak. Sinks the three-pointer. Freak's got 10 points.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Here's Harden on the wing. Fires from deep, and he gets it to go. Harden's got 8 here in the quarter.
And that's his second triple of the half. None for him going into the break.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Screen by Lee. Smart dishes to Freak. Good, and Smart gets the assist. And that's 13 points for Freak.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take him long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
Jones with the screen on Johnson. And Harden wide open. He shoots. Another miss by Harden. Smart can't get it to go. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Rockets on top. They lead by 13. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter. Brewers checked in for the Rockets. Harden comes in for Trevor Ariza. Rockets leading by 19 points.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Houston.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That certainly was their main meal, their bread and butter, if you will.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season.
Important. With this win, they split the season series at a game apiece and also avoid the sweep. And that has to be a relief.
And, Greg, you know, as interconference opponents, tonight was their only chance to get that revenge.
Okay,
I mean,
gentlemen,
they won't see each
shots.
other in the regular
Two
season
shots.
again until next season.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for James Harden. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
So on the floor for Houston, Brewer is out there with Harden. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Lawson. And it's Howard in at the center position. Catching up on the changes for Houston. Capella's checked in. And it's Motiejunas in for James Harden. And continuing to expand his arsenal last season, Patrick Beverley, the guard for the Rockets. Career highs in assists and rebounds per game, and he's one of the smallest guys on the floor.
Yeah, and he's really working on the details of becoming a better playmaker, becoming a guy that has coaches trust him to handle the basketball in those crucial situations.
There's a screen by Motiejunas. The 11-footer, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Boy, I love the serious killer instinct they've shown, finishing strong.
Olenek the pass to Smart. Trains the three-pointer.
Don't underestimate him. He can knock that down.
And so it's Houston with it. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Clark down low that time, and he got the 3-second call.
Boston ball.
16 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Freak. And the three off target. And Thornton kicks to Beverly. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Dwight, the team seemed to surge in the second half with a renewed life. What did you tell the guys during halftime?
I just told our guys we got to finish the game. You know, they're a good team, and we don't want to let them get close. So we did a good job of playing our game tonight, you know, and not rushing. We got to go win.
Dwight, congratulations. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, James Harden.
He's the best one-on-one player in the NBA. And even if it's not a one-on-one situation, even if you throw the kitchen sink at him, he still gets the job done. It's the confidence, the drive, and the spirit that makes James Harden a superstar.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, go into a building on the road and completely control the action like he did, only a few players could do that, Ernie. I'm impressed.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.
Yo, Freak, what's up, baby? What's up? You see you.
Yo. What up?
Basquiat, let's go. Got that art for y'all, that real spit. They call me Basquiat. The Harlem's in my pockets full of fat knots, making all the ladies drop. Paint me street corners green, my bank knows the color bill scene. Half man, half amazing. Call me Simi out the demigod. Halo crown with the dollar sign, got a poet. A ghetto saint to a grand designs, call me focus. Before the Basquiats, the streets is hopeless. I'm that Harlem Saint painting pictures, making new kind of skill, banking up to 12 figures. They call me Basquiats, pockets full of fat knots, dust till dawn. Your boy makes the street pop, got it on lock, body don't stop, make it hot. Love it when the buddies bounce when they on top. Basquiat, I got on the 7 seas, making waves till the world knows me. Basquiat, my pocket go deep, I dive in the heights, get up and then creep. I'm on my hustle and grind, I'm all about my money, no time for playing games when the game ain't funny.
nice. What's his name?
Hey, he goes by the name Basquiat, yo. Basquiat puts game down on them bars, yo. I'm telling you. Hey, we record a nice mixtape. Hey, do a nice video. Get some honeys up in there dancing. Hey, we could build a franchise around this, yo. Hey, I want us to do a deal, freak.
I mean, what you mean by us, Vic?
I mean us, as in you and me and you, putting some serious Skrilla behind this and... Put me on, man. I'm Basquiat.
What?
You heard me? I'm Basquiat. That's me.
That's you?
Yeah, 100.
Okay, you nice with it. What? Yeah. Wow, okay.
Thanks, man.
Basquiat.
Yo, we don't need no major label to make this happen, man. And in the end, we reap all the benefits. Think about it.
I know what you're thinking. I know as we pass Colonel Young Park, too.
Yo, Coach Judy was the best. I remember when she took us from park to park so we could play ball. She taught us how to be comfortable in places other than the courts and the projects.
Word. Yo, Coach Judy would have us shoot hundreds of jumpers all over the court with both hands.
Hey, you caught onto the ambidextrous thing real fast, though.
All right. Now, but you were a beast with the hops. You were like 13, 5'6", and could reverse dunk with 2 hands. Right. Come on, man. Whoa! Yeah, used to bug all the older dudes out on the court.
Yep. Oh, good times, man. Good times.
What's wrong, Vic? What's wrong?
It's nothing, man. It's silly, really.
Come on, Vic. Fess up.
I'm thinking about how fortunate you are. You know, how blessed you are. You know, you grew up with a moms and a dad. Both parents. Your family treated me like family when my dad died in Greenhaven in his 9th year on his 40-year bid. You remember that?
Yeah.
And I turn around, my mom's died from that flu. That sick parting gift my dad left my mom's.
No, I feel you, Vic. But it's all right, man. You know, your moms and pops were good people. You know, may they rest in power.
So you're gonna patronize me now? You're gonna pity the little boy whose worthless, low-budget parents died from AIDS? Is that what you're gonna do? Yo, don't pity me, all right? And don't play me neither. As a matter of fact, go play the lottery, because, hey, you never know. Your chances might be better.
Vic. What are you doing right now?
You got everything, don't you, freak? What do I have? Nothing. Man, I got nothing. You won't even, your cheap butt won't even front me the Skrilla I need to back a Basquiat mixtape, yo. Wow. And on top of that, I get banned from traveling with the team. I get banned from the locker rooms. I get banned from the arena. Why would you let them do this to your best friend, man? What kind of friend are you?
Vic, you being serious right now. You're serious. Yo, you sound like you on some Welch's sour grape right now, man. You jelly?
I ain't jealous of you, freak.
You sure, man? Because this, well, I don't know what you call this little tirade. It spreads like some Welch's grape jelly. Are you jealous?
Like I said, I ain't jealous of you, freak. As a matter of fact, I think you are jealous of me. Oh, yeah, that's right. I think you jealous of the way that I'm laying it down with these hotties on Instagram while you stuck at home with your one blazing beauty. Yeah, that's right.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, don't get heated because you went behind my back to get at Yvette, and she turned you down, B. Oh, what's wrong, Basquiats? Yeah, that's right. Look at you. Out there drowning in the middle of a whack lake without a lifesaver.
Brother, real talk. You know how I get. All right, I was feeling a little friendly. I got a little loose with it, you know. I was just up and out. You know me, man.
Save that riff for Heathcliff. Yvette told me all about it. I kept it on the low. See if you ever was gonna mention it. You did it. You broke the code, B. One never steps to his boy's boo, even after they break up. But you broke the code. And you know you did. But you know what? It's still all love here. But it's you who chooses this life in these streets. You know, you want to get on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, on Tinder, trying to chase these thirsty tens. Yeah, use my name as a coupon. Reel them all in. Hey, sweet thing. Hey, sweetie pie. Hey, shawty, you know I'm a FOF, a friend, a freak. And then when they husbands and boyfriends start coming after you and you want to play the macho man role, start throwing hands, scrapping and fighting, who's the one that has to bail you out of jail? Huh? Who's the one that has to pay these lawyers in six-figure settlements, huh? Me! Not you. Oh, no, not you, Vic. And then when you want to throw these lavish parties without consulting me, who's the one stuck with the bill, Vic? Huh? Me! Not you! But me. I have hit you off in the past 10 months with $250,000, Vic. $250,000. That's a lot of money. I don't mind you eating, but when you being a glutton, and a glutton off my plate and my food, love is love. But I'm keeping it 10 times 10 with you right now, Vic. 100. As usual, 100.
You right. Right, freak. You've been carrying me for a long time. I've been a burden and a hindrance to you. And I'm sorry. I thank you for your generosity of finance. I thank you for your generosity of friendship. I thank you for your generosity of spirit.
You know what? It's all good, my brother.
But you owe me.
Owe you?
Yeah, you owe me.
Yeah, how you figure that?
Big time.
Uh-huh. How?
Dirt Bike Donnie. Remember him? Dude who was robbing everybody in the towers?
Vic, I thought we was never, ever gonna talk about that.
Oh, you thought wrong, homie. I remember it like it was yesterday. Remember when we were on the stairwell in the building? Remember that? We had just brought our sheepskin coats from Delancey Street, our senior year of high school. You were the hottest prospect in the country. and Donnie's jealous butt, man, he had it out for you and me. But more so you, freak. More so you. Remember when he saw our brand new fresh sheepskin coats? Oh, dude lost his mind. He ran up on you and told you to run it.
Man.
Oh, man, he wanted your coat.
Yo, nah, Vic.
Oh, he wanted it so
Vic,
bad.
no, we were fighting, all right? We were fighting. Okay, then he reached in his coat. And when he pulled, we struggled, man.
Yeah.
And when he pulled back, he fell down stairway by himself and cracked his head in two.
Yo, man, hey, calm down. Yo, it's all good. It's all good, fam. I was there. Remember that? I was there. I saw the whole thing. It's like you said. Everything happened so fast. You know, you was working off of adrenaline and pure instinct. I know you didn't try and do it. Yeah, I know you didn't try and do it, man. Yeah. Anyway, I took care of all the loose ends when you ran down a flight of steps. Left me holding the bag. Yeah. So your secret is safe with me, Free. Has been and always will be. Safe from that same morality clause that you threw in my face when I was banned from your NBA life. So, next time you want to talk about food, remember. When Dirt Bike Donnie looked at you like food, who was it that saved the day? Me! It was me!
Victor Van Leer, who cleaned your dirty plate for you. You're a clean freak. You clean it in the Board of Health. Cause of who? Cause of me. You got all this because of me. And don't you ever forget that. Oh, man. Hey, I just thought of something so funny. You gonna get a kick out of this. You gonna get a kick out of this. Yo, I need you to ask you for one more favor.
Yeah, that's hilarious, bruh. That's hilarious.
Hey, it might be the last favor I ever ask of you, but you gotta admit that's really fun.
Yeah, of course. Anything for FOF.
Oh, hey, says the NBA megastar, his voice dripping with the sarcasm. Hey, yo, peep this. Let me borrow this here ride, man. Hey, come on. It's not like you're gonna miss it. It's just gonna sit in your Tribeca garage next to your Aston Martin and your Lambo, and we both know they're collecting dust. Yo, how many whips you got anyway?
Man, come on.
Yeah, you're right. I don't even want to know. Yo, this ride is for sure an aphrodisiac for all the hottie hots. Man, we living the life, man. My main man, Frequency Vibrations. We for sure living the dream.
I need this back at the end of the season in the same condition. Repeat, same condition.
Same condition.
That I lent it to you. Pristine, Vic.
I know what that word means. Hey, I won't let you down, man. I'm gonna treat this ride like one of my own hottie hots.
No.
No?
No, you not. Not in this car, you not. No.
All right, man. I won't let you down, okay? I will change my ways, I promise. Yo, you hungry? I'm hungry, man. Let's go get something to eat, man. Let's get some grub. Huh? What do you say? What do you say?
Wow.
Freak, I didn't expect you to be here.
Coach let practice out early.
You okay? What's going on?
Same old.
Wow, your shoulders are really tight. Are they stressing you out again?
Yeah.
Well, you know you always got me, right? I'm always gonna be here. Baby, I'm your ride or die. And as quiet as it's kept, you and I are the real Team Freak.
Of course. Word of my mom's. I never had this feeling with any other woman in my life. And she gave me a different feeling, which was something I fell in love with. I never asked her to be my girlfriend. It just became that. You could tell when we start falling, like, I get a text message and she's, huh? Who's that? And it's just like, oh, so we worried now. Oh, so no more of that? All right, you know what I mean? So that's how I came to agreement.
What's different about Yvette?
Well, when you could teach me something or give me knowledge about anything, I'm already attracted to you as a person. I love learning, and she was very intellectual, and she's a very strong woman. And in this life, I need a strong woman.
DJ Canale, convict music. We the best. We taking over. Listen. Spread out with it. South Carolina, Alabama, Mississippi, on to North Carolina, Philadelphia, Virginia. From down in Miami, where it's warm in the winter. On up to Minnesota, where it's storm in the winter. Jacksonville, Tallahassee, Memphis, 10, holla at me. B&H Town, Southside, Cloverland, Daddy, I'm the man out in Dallas. Better ass Cali. Catman, Cali with my eyes open valley. Blowing and spinning, going down Vinny. Drop 6, 4, 3, wheel hit switching. Red light stop, make it drop for the with it. Anything you hear that I said, I meant it. Can't got the crown, then spread out with it. Say you need I said I get it. We can supply you. Got enough work to feed the whole town. And try to stop all our
Quando eu me vi só nesse lugar, eu pensei. Quando eu me vi só nesse lugar, eu pensei que preciso sair pra me libertar.
I told you.
Hey guys, on today's episode of NBA 2K TV, we take a look behind the scenes at the making of Living the Dream and get some insight from world-famous director Spike Lee. We also help you make the most out of your My Career experience and give you the rundown of all things new in my park. Tune in now.
Deserted. That's the word like a $10,000 pyramid scheme. Changing the face of the game like the Swarm medical team. Lead troopers, a league of supreme. Rest your luck with sleep, go home. The biggest loser, huh? I'll have the last laugh at the last comic standing. Making the band play as you walk up stage empty-handed. And I'm taking home America's next top model. Back to the bachelor pad, show us some.
expects emotion while I'm holding on to long-term solution to the notion that everything must go be shown off, be bad, be thrown into the lions as if the crowd cared. Some are born like us.
I told you.
Hey guys, on today's episode of NBA 2K TV, we take a look behind the scenes at the making of Living the Dream and get some insight from world-famous director Spike Lee. We also help you make the most out of your My Career experience and give you the rundown of all things new in my park. Tune in now.
Time's ticking like waiting in line, and you don't get in. No weights and no hole in the weight of the game is breaking your soul. Keep changing your game, playing the role. Keep telling my family short like Tolkien readers. Let it linger hard to pick up teeth with broken fingers, and I humble myself till I was hollow inside. But no more, I get the zipper, you can swallow my pride.
I told you.
Hey guys, on today's episode of NBA 2K TV, we take a look behind the scenes at the making of Living the Dream and get some insight from world-famous director Spike Lee. We also help you make the most out of your My Career experience and give you the rundown of all things new in my park. Tune in now.
The 10-gallon tracks, the hood cowboys with the 10-gallon raps, racking ACG boots and baseball caps. I agree, this ain't a simulation of the doo-doo. This is the shot said to get used to. Gangstar foundation to treat, we branched off. Shine I just waited our chance to blast off. Year rounds in possession of Black Poet, Nick Khalil, the NYGs. I'm making diamonds out of pressure, my pipes are intact. Don't believe me, action, boy, the back to the track. These recordings be important and responsible for drama like Sarah Palin, Joe Biden, McCain, and Obama.
Man, listen, we be on a life or death mission. You pay like tuition or caged up in prison. One time for your mind, two ghetto politicians. 3 for all my niggas locked down in the system. Man, listen, we be on a life or death mission. You pay like tuition or caged up in prison. One time for your mind, two ghetto politicians. 3 for all my niggas locked down in the system. NYG. They said New York fell off. Who bringing New York back? I'm like, where we went.
I told you.
Hey guys, on today's episode of NBA 2K TV, we take a look behind the scenes at...
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.